You ever wondered what the inside of these scanners look like? In here.
Thank you.
Yep, flying United. Hope I don't get punched and thrown off the plane. So I survived my United Airlines experience, and I flew out here to San Francisco because, like I said in my last video, my Porsche wasn't going to be finished in time for Monterey Car Week. So I've decided to do the next best thing, and that's fly out to San Francisco, buy a car, and take it back with me as a travel memento after all of the festivities. I mean, that's what any normal person would do, right? And I had in mind what I wanted, since one of the major themes for this year's festivities at Monterey is the 50th anniversary of AMG. And I've got a really hoopty AMG that's coming to pick me up at the airport that you've probably forgotten about. Simpson, Swan. Oh yeah, Samsonite. That's who it was. That's her name. I guess I'm vlogging now, and vlogging is weird. I don't know if this works, but now I just have to sit on the curb and await my fate. I got a lot riding on this car, obviously. It's like 1,500 miles from home, and it's got to get me through all the Monterey festivities. Well, would you look at that? Yes, it's an AMG.
Hello, how are you?
Good.
How was your flight?
No problems.
That's good. Excellent.
Rick, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Nice to meet you.
I purchased this very rare 1995 Mercedes C36 AMG with 210,000 miles through an online auction house called Bring a Trailer. Rick is also an automotive journalist with a podcast called Clutch Kick. We went back to his place where he had a very similar looking 911, and after a quick inspection noting a few issues with the Mercedes, we completed the sale. Well, they're stopping.
They are. Stay the right.
Alright. Rick was kind enough to pick me up at the airport, and he gave me a ride back to his place in the car, and I immediately noticed that the air conditioning didn't work, which isn't
I stated
good.
it did.
He did say it worked in the ad, but thankfully I got a little bit of a car wizard in me when it comes to these old Mercedes, and I did a couple of taps on the heater valve, which brought it back to life, and now the car has cold air. Additionally, he said the seat switch was dead, which that just required a little jiggling to bring that
Our
switch
magic
back.
touch.
What can I say? So far so good. It seems like a good car, and this test drive, or really not really a test drive, is just to go see some sights in San Francisco.
Beautiful day.
I bought a car in San Francisco.
You're gonna stay straight?
Straight. Okay.
Yeah. You bought another car. Go figure.
Yeah, I got a problem. So what makes this simple-looking C-Class so special? To start, it's one of only about 400 or 500 made in 1995, and it's the first production AMG car after the tuning company merged with Mercedes. Before, AMG was a performance parts supplier that built a few crazy cars here and there, but this was the first AMG offered for mass production. They are fantastic, fun, practical, rare, and really affordable cars, but nobody talks about them. Now I know what you're thinking, but this car is far from being a badge special, as nearly every performance characteristic of this car was tweaked for the better. The original inline-six was bored out and fitted with hot rod internals, increasing the displacement to 3.6 liters. The rest of the car, its parts were pulled from the top shelf of the Mercedes parts bin, with brakes from the V12 SL, a 500E transmission, along with just enough steering and suspension tuning, I can't say suspension today, I'm just going to leave that in there, to make this thing comfortable, but still really tossable. Suspension. See, now the pressure's off, I can say suspension. And then there's the aesthetics, which are just subtle enough not really to stand out, but still when you look really closely, it's just absolutely gorgeous. This one has been further modified slightly with larger wheels and a lowered suspension, and an exhaust, but it's still mostly in stock form. Clearly, it's showing a little wear from its 200,000 miles, but it's been very well maintained. The biggest selling point of this car was the detailed service history dating back to 2000, which included repairs to many common issues these cars have. And the best part of all of this is my newly purchased, very low production early AMG only set me back $5,600. Well, actually $300 less because I noticed an oil leak and Rick was nice enough to give me some money back. I couldn't stand not having an AMG in the garage after selling my ML55. And this is a great car to represent AMG for its 50th anniversary at the Monterey festivities. Hi. Now all it has to do is make it there. And I think it'll do fine. What do you think, Rick?
It will.
A vote of confidence. Thanks for watching.